Sandy's running up to answer number 2. So for factoring, Brianna, do you want to actually explain what your thought process was when you split it up like this?
Sure. So 12 times negative 3 equals negative 36.
Okay.
12 minus 3 equals 9.
Okay.
So that's my factor.
Okay. Excellent. So yes, when you're factoring it, you're looking at the second number and the coefficient of the x, and wanting the two numbers to add up to it, and you want your two numbers to actually multiply into 36. And factoring it gets a bit more complicated when there's coefficient of x squared, which is why this was an excellent choice to factor it number 1 rather than factor number 2.
Can I ask a question on number 1?
I got to play.
Could you have completed the square?
Yeah.
Is it messy? Maybe do it. It's messy, but it works out. You should get negative 12 and 3.
And what's one of the reasons that it makes completing the square messy with number 1?
9.
The 9. I heard someone say the 9. Correct. Because then you end up splitting the 9 in half and having to do x plus 4.5 and x plus 4.5. And that can quickly descend into chaos. Alright. So, looking what Sandra did for completing the square, where are people getting lost in this process? Because I know it's a long one. I am, yeah. What was that? After you do the square. All right. So Sandra, what was your idea after you split it into the square format?
So like, I went from here to here because it's x plus 3 on both sides. So I go there and you square it. And I still bring it down to 2. Bring down the negative 14 with this value and go on to the other side. And then you multiply by 2 because I took out the 2 before.
Does that clear things up? And then from there on out, what Sandra was just doing was moving the 14, moving the 2 over by dividing it, and then divide 14 to be a 7, move the 7 across, and then you just have the x plus 3 squared equals to 16. Take the square root of that all, and that's important stuff right there. When you take the square root of 16, you get a plus or minus 4. That's what? Why did I force it by 2?
Because it's not inside the parentheses. Everything has to be divided by 2.
You divide every term by 2. Another way of going about it could have been you add 14 across first and then divide everything by 2, both sides by 2. Either way works, as long as you divide all terms equally. Then you get, and then at the end you get plus minus 4, and you subtract 3 across, you get negative 7 and 4 more. If there's any more questions, feel free to ask. You're more than welcome. Great. So, what we're going to do today is, I believe Ms. Zita has a quiz planned for Monday
True story.
based on all the stuff we've been covering for the last 2 weeks.
So the learning targets are written up there on the board. 1.1, A, B, C, and D. 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. And you all have a learning target sheet. So you would look and see what those are.
Great.
Where?
In your
Learning
notebook.
targets? Right there. But what we're doing today, you might notice that our seats are arranged differently today. We're going to do 4 different stations. Move to another group. Yeah, this is. So what we're doing is stations quick. And if you guys work focused and work really hard, you're going to have a really nice study guide for the quiz come Monday. So you can review this as a nice study guide for over the weekend. And if we stay focused, I have a pretty fun activity planned for the end of class. So,
What? Fun.
I have a pretty fun activity planned for the end of class. As we get through the stations. So we're trying to plan about 7 rinse station. I believe these are just, well, probably like 5 minute station. So, I think yes. So, well, you know that you need 2 real rows. So what does that mean? You need a positive discriminant. So yeah, as long as your discriminant is positive, you need to solve for C, so that's positive, right? The discriminant is positive. So, you want to write down what your discriminant might be for that one? That would be a good way to start, right? So what's the formula for the discriminant? Right, so let's try to plug as many things in as possible.
What we were doing yesterday, bring put it in, you're also
right. So we go into positives, right? So 2 real roots means that the discriminant has to be positive or not. Positive, so that's so what I just said to Devin was, since you're looking for a positive number, all of this together needs to be above 0, right? So let's just say a little greater than 0. And
Sure, on the third one.
try to solve it out. Yep, and then you start
No, that's fine.
pretending as if that's an equal sign.
Do you just not understand exactly
I
what
remember
it's
how to do it. I know the job of that.
Okay.